Hello Firefight fans! Today's video is going to be something like reasons to consider Firefight or my top 35 reasons to play Firefight. But it's only Tuesday and so far this week we've had 2 faction previews and 2 rules articles. That's a significant step up from last week if I do say so. So for the time being I'm just going to put a pin in the reasons to video for a little while and just get stuck into this week's juicy offerings. I'll start with the faction previews. Just please note that a full faction breakdown for each faction will be coming as soon as I get hold of the books and get a chance to go through and make my notes and get videos lined up and what have you. Anyway, let's get on with the good stuff. Mantic kicked off the week with a faction preview for the Forge Fathers. In my last video, I did these guys a little bit dirty with just a quick flash of the Strike Force contents and a quip along the lines of, and these guys get one too. Mainly just because the contents didn't seem to be particularly exciting to me compared to the other things that are available at launch. But after reading about them this week in this blog post, I think I'm going to be paying a little bit more attention to that starter box after all. They're a hard-hitting elite army that also love to shoot stuff, as you might expect. Everybody has guns, basically, even their assault specialists are armed with pistols as well to soften you up before they come in and just beat you to death with hammers. They have armoured mech suits called, I believe, Iron Ancestors, loads of tanks, loads of weapon options for said tanks, and they even have drop troopers that are basically in little power armour sort of setups. Next up, Asterians. These are sort of space elves, but not as we know them. While we have some classic elven tropes, we're just not getting elves in space. The Asterian armies are almost exclusively made up of drones, piloted and controlled from off-world by specialist Asterian warriors. These guys are looking like balance will be key, with combined arms being your ticket to victory. I really like the model range for these guys. This starter set looks like really good value. I mean, just look at that weapons platform. It just looks absolutely incredible. Just a very cold, uncaring alien menace sort of vibes. I'm really into this. I really like this this starter set. There's a lot of chat in this particular article about AP this and blast that, and well, bigger numbers equals better, right? Well, this thing looks absolutely brutal. Oh, and these guys also have the Matsudan, which are essentially sumo space lizards. Yeah, all of that, please. Now on to rules. Command points. So, like last week with the questions answered post, I won't go through these line by line, but the links are below, so you can make your way through and wrap your head around them that way. Anyway, command points. So, similar to Vanguard, your command dice are various colours, each with a certain number of swords on their faces. Roll these, 3 is standard, as is the Mantic way, with extra coloured dice being added for various bonuses. Each sword on the face equals a command point. You roll your dice, add them all up. That's how many command points you have, and then you spend your points to try and get the upper hand. Really straightforward, really easy. You can see here we've got some examples of spending your command points. So 2 basic spends of a command point would be an extra activation or unpinning a unit at the end of the turn. You can also issue faction orders. Mantic have gone with the Asterian rules for these in this particular blog post, but it just gives you an idea of what we can expect. So, the faction orders for Asterians get an extra boost for a construct, or perhaps replenish a lost shield on a unit that's getting a lot of attention from your mate across the table. Next up, command orders. These are unique to a specific commander to represent their skill at controlling their troops. They have an aura effect or an instant effect. An aura lasts until the end of the round, and all models in a unit benefit from it if they have at least one model within range of the aura. That might upset some people. You see it in other game systems where you have to be wholly within or partially within or whatnot, but I think just if you're going for speed and efficiency, then I am more than okay with that in this case. And if this game's looking to be as quick as I seem to be interpreting from what I'm reading, then I am absolutely okay with that abstraction, not a problem at all. Instant effects are resolved immediately and have no ongoing effect. Again, sorry, that is to say, have no ongoing effect. That's it, pretty, again, easy, straightforward. But this at the end of this article from Mantic really stands out to me. As you can see, command points are a fantastic way to respond on the battlefield to the actions of your opponent. We always wanted games of Firefight to be won by tactical brilliance rather than won at the list building stage, and command points really help bring the game to life. So hopefully, we're not going to be getting any feels bad moments where you rock up to play your friend, you see what he's got on the table opposite you, and you just know it's going to be over by turn 2. I don't think it's going to go that way at all with this, but yeah, let's see. Finally, moving, onto moving. Hilarious. I think this image sums it up far more succinctly than I can, really. Move the leader, bunch your guys up around him, however you see fit, as long as they're all within 3 inches of the leader, or 6 inches for units with more than 10 models, and that's it. Obviously, there's bound to be more to this, like actually in the rulebook, but for this brief article, just going over it, it really put my mind at rest. It'd be interesting to see how that works with various height terrain and scenery and whatnot. I've got a load of dead zone terrain, so everything's 3 inches that I'll be using, so that's not a problem. But yeah, it'd be interesting to get my hands on the rulebook and see more about that, because it'd be good to bring this, like dead zone, to bring it up, just so you're not just running around at ground level. Just, let's get some height involved, let's get some verticality. So in short, yeah, really happy with what I've seen so far this week. I fully expect to get more stuff released over the course of this week. So just stay tuned. Subscribe, comment, share, give me a thumbs up if you like. And yeah, we'll see what happens over the next few days, and get another video out with all the fun, exciting stuff in there. So thanks very much, guys. Catch you on the next one.